Kelp was once an abundant underwater plant off the Sussex coast, but it's declined over the last century, and by the late 80s, 96% of the plants had disappeared. Projects to restore the kelp forests, which once grew off Brighton and Shoreham, have been successful, and now volunteers in Hastings are trying to achieve the same by growing the plants under laboratory conditions. Here's our environment correspondent Yvette Austin.
Beneath the waves, an underwater forest. The green fronds of the kelp, a luxury home for fish and other marine life. It also soaks up carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. But this is off Cornwall. In Sussex, it's a different picture. The kelp has been lost, and now local people want it back.
So 30, 40 years ago, this whole area of coastline used to have kelp, and the biodiversity was amazing. There used to be seahorses, starfish, spiny spider crabs and mussel beds all the way along. And over the last 3 decades, it's just gone through pollution, climate change, the warming of the oceans, the bottom trawling, and it's just so sad to see, and I just wanted to do something.
Among the causes of the kelp loss, trawling. Destruction highlighted by Sir David Attenborough in his film Ocean.
A modern industrial bottom trawler scours the ocean floor with a chain or metal beam, forcing anything it disturbs into the net behind.
Off Hastings, the volunteers have now begun searching to see if any kelp can be found there.
There does need to be some improvement. The kelp forest in Sussex, I was recently in Cornwall and there is much more kelp abundant down there than here, but hopefully there'll be some improvements soon.
It's even more important in habitat terms than the rainforest. So knowing that was locally around in Sussex once upon a time and is depleted, I really want to see it come back.
They have hope. A ban on bottom trawling spanning 300 square kilometres off Sussex, introduced 4 years ago, is leading to new signs of life. Scientists have found natural regrowth off Brighton and Shoreham. The group in Hastings wants to give it a helping hand by growing kelp in tanks and then planting it out in the sea.
So over here we can have these 2 racks and another one there, which will have 24 individual little tanks in it. And we can then pump the seawater in direct from the ocean just there, and we can try all manner of different things. We can try different heating, different lighting, different rocks, mussel shells. We can adapt and sort of try to understand why we've lost the seaweed out there, how we can grow it again in a way that when we plant it back out, the forest will flourish.
Kelp is just another form of seaweed, and the way that it grows is that it releases spores, just like a mushroom in the autumn. Now those spores can be collected before they're released, and the plan is to put those spores on rocks or shells in the tanks. And the hope is that they'll grow at up to 8 centimetres a day. The town's aquarium, popular with tourists, is supporting the project. It wants to spread the word about the importance of kelp.
So our plan is to have a kind of an area in the middle of the tank, maybe sort of 3 or 4 metres wide circle of a little sort of kelp forest that the fish will be able to kind of swim through and interact with. It's also good for our sharks and our rays here that they can use the kelp to lay their eggs on and things like that.
It's an ambitious scheme that will need more funds and permissions from numerous authorities, but it does demonstrate a passion locally to help the kelp. Yvette Austin, BBC South East Today, Hastings.